Coach, take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We got this.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. Get it.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
64. Smooth.
Right there.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Hey, Delta.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, dude. Here I come. Here I come.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
There certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch tight end. 3 down.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Rosen to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I'm here all day.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Rosen on 1st and 10. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Hey, exit.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Hey, we got Monday.
36.
Now Bernard. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Now nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Too little, cut. Shit.
Hey, alert.
To throw is Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Down. 10 logo.
58, come on. All day, dog.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the curl.
On second down now, it's Henderson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
Hey, Charlie.
He'll drop to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. No chance. 198.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Going to throw right side here, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Run for Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, it's Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Miles Boykin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete to Jones. 20, 10, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. 82 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready? Watch the backer.
Middle.
Crash.
Hug.
Patch it.
Hey, foxtrot.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Miles Boykin with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Trucks over him. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll look to throw here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On first down, Pollard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Rosen will throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Rosen now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Come on,
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Just like that. Just like that. Check 3.
They'll run it here with Brown. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's set a tone.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. The quick slant caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the route is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Got it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. Something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Bernard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, and it's Pollard again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down now, Pollard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Hey, alert, alert.
They go play action. It's Rosen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, here's Bernard. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run once more with Henderson. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On second down, Bernard fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Three buzz. Check the backer. Monday.
On third down, Rosen. That's complete to a speedy wideout, Goodwin. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to get a score back. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. Back now here on EA Sports. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Pollard going to try the right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready? 51. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Marquise Goodwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Packers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Hey, Alpha. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll drop the throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for New York. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Henderson now on 1st and 10. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
50, plant. Take 3. 2-18, chop.
2nd and 4. Open man has got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Again, it's Henderson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
58, boy, 58.
Exit.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Danny. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. 51. Drop deep.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Three down.
Shut up.
And they take a knee.
Taylor on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points